Many professionals eventually hit a wall where forward momentum stops. The days fill with motion, reacting to emails, checking notifications, overthinking the next step, but the career itself drifts in a tight, repetitive circle. This stagnation rarely happens from a lack of intelligence. It happens because, under pressure, the human instinct is to protect the ego. Rather than objectively studying a failing workflow, we defend our professional identity. Looking at this comparison of career operating models, the difference becomes stark. The old career loop relies on reaction and comparison. The new loop replaces that anxiety with observation, deconstruction, and compounding proof. A career operates as an architectural system built from energy, relationships, and executable skills. Like any machine, it can be taken apart, studied, and rebuilt from first principles. Stripping away performance theater to build an egoless, evidence-based system opens up professional capacity. You stop defending the old story so you can finally study the working parts. The nervous system always reacts before the resume does. Long before a poor career choice is finalized, there is a physical signal, a tight chest, the urge to avoid a difficult conversation, or a sudden fear of being judged. We can separate this friction into two distinct paths: the physical body data and the defensive professional story we tell ourselves to avoid looking inexperienced. To make a clean decision, that story has to be set aside. We have to isolate the temporary bruise to the ego from the factual truth of the bottleneck. This blueprint outlines 5 movements to build that capacity. The sequence is deliberate. You cannot make accurate choices while protecting a fragile image, so the process begins by regulating yourself under pressure. This shift treats emotional pain not as a barrier, but as early, usable information that tells you exactly where your system requires attention. When you try to level up, the scale of the ambition can be paralyzing. Setting a goal like becoming a data analyst or stepping into leadership feels too large, leaving you unsure where to apply your energy today. A skill atom illustrates that a complex capability is a stack of small, specific actions. Because they can be isolated, they can be trained. You name it, practice it, measure the outcome, and package it to show others. Isolating the smallest missing skill unit allows you to stop judging your overall intelligence. You simply start training a specific mechanical behavior. Naming the next stone makes a massive problem manageable. Focusing on a specific executable unit reduces the anxiety of feeling behind. Many professionals study quietly for years, assuming someone will eventually notice their expanding knowledge. However, the market cannot hire or reward invisible growth. The proof loop turns private effort into a shareable signal, moving growth from your mind to a format the market can see. This cycle requires documenting the initial problem, the process used, the result, and the lesson learned. Marie Curie's laboratory records are a testament to this principle. True builders establish their credibility through the quiet footprints of their work, letting the evidence of their thinking defend their potential. Potential is an empty claim that others are free to doubt. A small, carefully constructed artifact of proof creates undeniable professional credibility. Even with a strong system, execution will occasionally slip. A deadline will be missed, or a miscommunication will happen, creating a temporary failure. In calculus, a derivative points uphill toward the error. To reduce that error, a system must move downhill, carefully and repeatedly, against the slope to find a stable direction. In a human career, this deliberate movement is the trust repair process. It is the mechanical step required to stabilize a professional relationship after a failure. Owning the error, updating the workflow, and delivering the fix prevents a single failure from stalling long-term progress. When repaired processes are applied to high-leverage tasks over focused 90-day cycles, small actions compound. Mastery is the result of these repeatable choices built from true constraints. Career growth relies on turning errors into meaningful direction. You do not need a perfect identity. You just need a better system to study reality more honestly.